Hello, welcome back. So let's talk about what we read in January and then what we also want to read, hopefully, in February. Let's just be hopeful. Let's be hopeful. So I did read 3 books. One of them's very chunky, so there's that. I read 3 books, and let's chitty chat about them and what ratings I gave them. So let's go with the lowest to the highest, in which the lowest is a 3. So it wasn't a bad reading month. It just wasn't like the best reading month. So the first book I read was, we're doing it over here, Soulmates by Susan Lee. I got this at the LA Times Festival of Books last year. I thought it would be cute to like mix in between the fantasy books. Essentially, this is like if you enjoy K-pop and you understand all the lingo and stuff, this is a book for you. Because like I understood some of it, but not an excessive amount of it. But it was good. I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 stars. I will most likely pass it along to a friend if they want to read it. Then the next book I read was A Court of Frost and Starlight. This was actually a reread for me, and I think I actually gave it a better rating after the reread. But this was good. I enjoyed it. Was it really needed? No. But it was nice. It wasn't a needed read. They could have skipped this and went straight into the next book, most likely. But I guess there is some romancy stuff that happens. I don't know. It was okay. It'll be on my shelf, vibing with the rest of the Sarah J. Maas books. And the last book I read, which was a 4.5, I read House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J. Maas. This is the first book in the Crescent City series. I did tab a few pages. It was interesting. I did like that it wasn't romance heavy. That is what I really liked about this one. There was hardly any romance. Like, you can tell she was inkling at it in places, but like it wasn't the main focus of the book, which I appreciate. So I highly recommend this. But then I found out that I can't read the second book until I finish the Throne of Glass series. Can I just say how frustrating that is? Like, I have to finish reading 3 books before I can jump into a trilogy. Nonetheless, I read this. I enjoyed it. 4.5 stars. So I did dabble in the Throne of Glass series a little bit. They're beefy books. I'm reading them in tandem, which, if you don't know what tandem reading is, they are books that take place in the same like series generally that also take place during the same time frame with different happenings. So Empire Storms is from Celaena's perspective, where Tower of Dawn's from Cole's perspective. To be completely honest, I kind of want to just skip Empire Storms because I just don't care. It has gotten to the point where I just don't care about Celaena anymore. And I just want to move on. Like, I should read this. I know I should. I'm pretty sure it probably corresponds with this at some point. But it's just so long. And like, there's nothing happening. That's my biggest complaint. Like, this series probably could have been a 5-book series. Technically 6 with the novellas. But yeah, I'm on book 5 and 6 of 7 books. In which Kingdom of Ash is just as big as these. I don't understand. I'd rather read Crescent City, Volume 2, House of Sky and Breath, than read these, if that makes any sense. So we might be putting this on hold and just full sending into Crescent City 2. But that is everything I read in January. I did start a couple books that I will talk about in a couple moments. But I did not obviously do my challenge, which was to read the Stephen King book and The Serpent and Dove. I think that's what it's called. It's behind me. I did not read those. I was overachiever girl, and I did not read those at all. So, we're just not going to talk about those books. But I do have books chosen for February. So let's hop into my hopeful reads for February. So I have 4 books. There's 4 here. There you go. 4 books. One of them is a library book, so I have to read it and return it. And then one is a nonfiction and 2 are fiction. So the first book I want to get to, obviously, is Garlic and the Witch. This is a graphic novel. It's a juvenile graphic novel, from what I can tell. Right? Yeah. Juvenile graphic novel from the library. And the artwork is just adorable. I am very excited to read this. That way I can say I caught up on all the released books of that series. And then for the nonfiction book, I'm going to try to get to A Brief History of the Female Body by Dina Amara, PhD. I have been searching online and in stores for more books about the female body, because apparently they're not available in stores. You can only buy them online. I wish more stores carried books about the female body, because it's difficult to find them. Like, I'm sorry, I want to learn about the body I live in, so I'm going to attempt to read this. I will probably take it kind of slow, and hopefully I can find the ebook, which will make it a lot easier to read and take notes in the library. So this is the first owned book that I'm going to read. And then, because February is Black History Month, I have chosen to read Parable of the Sower by Octavia E. Butler. I'm pretty sure that she's an African American author. I did not do research, but I'm pretty sure she's an African American author. I'm going to read this. I have no idea what it's about, but I know it's like sci-fi that takes place during the 2020s. In California, oddly enough, which is where I reside. So, I want to get to this. And then the last book physically in front of me I want to read is A Woman Is No Man by Ataf Rum. And it is 3 generations of Palestinian American women are torn between individual desire and their Arab culture in this powerful debut. So I am excited to read this. I am trying to read more outside my comfort zone books, and this is one of them. And then I'm also going to be reading, I will pop the picture here. I don't remember the title. It's a fantasy book. Fierce recommended it to me. I've been devouring it. I'm almost halfway through and I started it like 3 days ago. So I know I'll finish that and probably start the second book, which both are on Kindle Unlimited, and I'll post a picture of the second book. And then I am going to choose one book out of here, which is my little cup of doom. These are all of my unread books that are on my bookshelves, including nonfiction books and graphic novels. So let's dig around in here and choose one. Chose this one, which I don't know. It's an old paper, so I don't know if I've already read this. So let's open it. No! It's The Shining. I'm going to put this back. I have a plan for this book, actually. More towards Halloween time. So we're gonna pop this little bad boy back in there. And let's choose a different book. I kind of want one of the newer papers. Here we go. So the blue ones are the newer papers I've been using. Let's see what this is. Which is fine. I don't mind this, actually. It's Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. Which makes it so I have 2 nonfiction. Let me grab the book. Give me one sec. So this is how the courage to be vulnerable transforms the way we live, love, parent, and lead. So I'm excited to read this. Hopefully I can find an ebook version of this. And then I realized this was a gift from my friend Brandon from 2020. I have not picked this up since then. So we are going to read and tab the fuck out of this. I almost want to pick up another fiction book. Like as a just funsy fiction book. This one. We're gonna open another blue one, which is a new one. Let's see, drum roll, please. Another nonfiction book? No. I can do 2, but not 3 in a month. Just so you know, this was Atomic Habits, and I'm not going to read that right now. No way. So let's see what this one is, which is also a new one. Let's hope it's fiction. Let's just hope it's a fiction book. Mixed Signals. Mixed Signals? Oh, I can't read that one yet. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Maybe I should just read Crescent City number 2. Let's see what this one is. This is an older star. If this is a book that I've already read, it's going to be hilarious. That is going to be like the 4th one. Oh no, this one's actually going to be pretty good. It's a thriller called Razorblade Tears. It actually is. Where did I put that one? Hold, please. So, Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. I don't really know what this one's about. Let's look at the synopsis really quick. A black father, a white father, 2 dead sons, a quest for revenge and redemption. I think this is going to be a good choice. Perfect. Now I'm done grabbing books. We will put these 2 on the side. If I don't read either of those, they go back in the jar. So this is what I'm going to be reading this month. Hopefully I can finish all of these, or at least like the nonfictions. I really want to read the nonfiction books and Garlic and the Witch. Let's see how I do in February. I'll check back in the beginning of March. And with that, I will link all of my fun stuff down below, along with my friends that I mentioned in the video, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye!